I'm going to build a race car. And I thought, okay, what platform are we going to build on? Because of course I could build the chassis from the ground up, but there's already good chassis built that we could build off of and modify. I was thinking, okay, we'll do a Corvette. I thought of like a C5 or a C6, but their transmissions are in the rear, and I wanted to do an all-wheel drive system. And so the newest Corvette that has the transmission in the front of the car is a C4. So I purchased a C4 Corvette. Now what I'm planning on doing is a full engine swap, a transmission swap. We'll do a different differential. I'll be changing up the front end a little bit. It will have a splitter. There'll be a diffuser and a wing on the back. And then every single body panel that you see will actually be removed. We'll take it and we'll make a copy of it out of carbon fiber. And so we'll have a full carbon fiber Corvette. We'll have a rear diffuser, a rear wing that's actually has active braking. So when you press on the brake, the wing will flip up and help you brake. And then the side skirts here, these side skirts will come down a little bit lower to act as a way to keep the air underneath the vehicle for aerodynamic purposes. We'll go inside the car and I'll show you a little bit what I'll be doing inside the car. So inside the car, it's pretty clean. It has nice seats. The seats are in good condition, right? And this top comes off with which I really like. But when they're engineering this, when the top comes off, the body has a lot of flex. They didn't engineer it to have the top come off. They engineered it for a T-top, and then they had to change some things up when they decided to make it a target top. What I'll end up doing is I'll put an X brace underneath the vehicle to strengthen it, so that when we do pull the top off, there won't be any flex in the frame and we can still drive it with the top off with the amount of power putting behind it. So I don't know if you can see from the back side here what the interior looks like, but we'll talk about powertrain a little bit. So as you can see, this is an automatic, right? And I don't like automatic transmissions. Automatic transmissions I think are a little gay. And I really appreciate a stick shift manual, and I found a stick shift that will handle the power that I'm putting behind it. And it's probably going to be a modified T56 Magnum 6-speed transmission paired to a LS9 V8. Of course, we're going with a V8. V8s are great. And the LS9 comes with forged crankshaft, titanium connecting rods, forged pistons, all the components that we need to run a large amount of boost. And so we'll be running a couple different turbos, a couple different ways of boosting the car. We could run a supercharger, but I think I'll just run turbos, potentially compound turbos. So it'll be a turbocharged LS9 paired to a 6-speed manual, and then we'll also have the all-wheel drive. And so I will be changing up this dash a little bit. I would like to keep these lights. I'll show you the dash on this car was actually, I think, is pretty cool. When I start up the car, you can see all the lights in the dash here, and they all work great. If I could keep that, I think that looks cool. I think that would be a cool way to kind of keep some of what the car has already been inside the build. And then this here, this panel I want to move up here, this panel right here, a touch screen right here to manage the audio and the fuel injection. And then I might even move the cooling system down into this cubby because I won't need cup holders. But oh, and then this whole plastic area I'm going to swap out for carbon fiber. So it'll be carbon fiber interior as well. I like these seats a lot. They're very comfortable, but depending on racing regulations, we may or may not be able to keep them. And then under here, I might add a full roll bar under here, like an invisible roll bar, so that way we can be compliant for the drag strip. Because above a certain speed on a drag strip, below a certain time, you have to have a roll bar. And so that's why the Dodge Demon is actually outlawed on the drag strip, is because they don't have a roll bar in the Dodge Demon. And so if I'm going to build this car to be able to be compliant with certain racing specifications and standards, I'll probably end up putting a roll bar in here, but I'll cover it up with a carbon fiber panel so it won't be seen, but it will be there. Yeah, I'll pop the hood and just show you what we got room wise, like how much room we have under there, and then we'll probably wrap up the video. So the hood opens up like this. I think it's pretty cool, right? And so what they have is a 350 cubic inch V8, and all this up here, this is where the engine ends. So the engine ends at the axle, the front axle. All that is a bunch of cooling and AC stuff. And so if you look here, I believe this is part of the AC, which will be coming out. We're not gonna have an AC in the race car. We might have a heater because I hate being cold, but I don't mind being hot, so get rid of the AC. And then as for the intercooler, not the intercooler, the radiator, we might not be able to run the stock radiator, but we'll also have to somehow fit intercooler in there as well, because we'll be running turbos. But as you can see, there's a lot of room underneath this hood. There's room in here. There'll be room over there. I mean, once we pull out, I mean, the whole engine will be gone, so we'll have a lot of room to work with under here for what we want to do. But pretty much you'll be 6.2 liter LS9 paired to a 6-speed manual transmission that then goes into an all-wheel drive system that will drive the rear wheels and the front wheels. One thing I wanted to be able to do is disconnect the front wheels from the all-wheel drive system so I can do donuts, because I love donuts. They taste delicious. Anyway, but that's kind of like what's going on with this car. It'll be a full build with carbon fiber exterior. I'm really excited about this build. I don't know if you guys can tell. This car's just too slow as it is.
Oh yeah, that's how you do it.
It has like 230 horsepower and a little over 300 foot-pounds of torque, so it has plenty of torque and it gets off line good, but it's not fast. Right, 1,000 horsepower is fast. We'll put about 1,000 horsepower in it, somewhere between 900 and 1,200 horsepower, of course. So, all right, we're gonna close this hood here. I don't know, should I do a little burnout?